everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I will show you how to make some delicious and healthy breakfast for your loved ones. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and press that bell button so you never miss another video. Now I will go and make some food and Nicholas will tell you all details about ingredients and processes you need to know. Okay, let's get started.
For our avocado toast, we'll need 1 avocado, half of an onion, 1 small tomato or a few cherry tomatoes, goat cheese, flax seeds, salt and pepper, and, of course, a slice of bread. I used our homemade bread. If you're interested in how to make this delicious bread, I will leave a link to our bread video below. Now, let's put that slice of bread in the toaster and make our nutritious topping. First, we'll take our avocado. Avocados are full of healthy fats containing nearly 20 vitamins and minerals. They help increase the absorption of minerals like vitamins A, D, K, and E. Now put them in the bowl and mash them up. Next, we will cut our tomatoes and add them to the mix. Now it's time to cut some onion and put that in the bowl as well. Then add salt and pepper for taste and mix it all up. Now let's put our avocado mix on the bread. At the very end, we will add some goat cheese, which contains lots of protein, vitamins B2, vitamin A, calcium, iron, and other nutritious value, along with being hypoallergenic. It's really good for you. Also, we will top it with one of my favorite seeds, flax seeds, that contain healthy omega-3 fats, fiber, and promote digestive health. Then just another pinch of salt and pepper, and enjoy. Alright, next we're going to make chia seed pudding. This recipe requires a little more planning because the chia seeds will need some time to absorb the milk and become pudding. We will need chia seeds, milk, we use oat milk, and a small jar. Put 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in the jar. I love chia seeds. They're so good for you. They deliver a massive amount of nutrients with very little calories. They're high in potassium, protein, iron, magnesium, and calcium. And now top that off with half a cup of oat milk. This recipe is for a single serving. In the video, we made a double batch, 1 for each of us. Now mix it with a spoon and shake it up. Refrigerate for at least 3 hours, but ideally overnight. Okay, now let's take some berries, nuts, and jam. There are no rules when it comes to toppings, just use whatever you have in your fridge. As you can see, we really like to reuse our jam jars for things like chia pudding. They're the perfect size. This is one of the few things we do to reduce our waste. If you'd like to see more ideas about how we reduce our waste of plastic, check out our Reducing Plastic video. Now we're going to layer everything. It really doesn't matter how you layer things. You can throw it all in the jar and it's going to taste the same, but we think it's important to make it look pretty. And we're done. Really easy and delicious. Okay, now for the cheese pancakes. This is a classic Ukrainian dish. For this dish, the ingredients we will need are 400 grams of farmer's cheese with a 5% fat ratio, 1 egg, half a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of sugar. We'll use coconut sugar. You of course don't have to use coconut sugar. Any sugar will do. We just try to substitute healthier options where we can. A small dash of vanilla extract and salt. First, let's mix all of our ingredients. This should be enough for about 3 servings. Now let's roll our mix into little balls and lightly press them so that they look like discs and refrigerate for at least 20 minutes. Now while our pancakes sit in the fridge, I would also like to show you how to make our favorite sauce that goes absolutely perfect with these cheese pancakes, regular pancakes, or crepes. For this, we will need 3 oranges. First, zest 2 of the oranges. Make sure to set some of the zest aside for garnish later, and cut the rest into smaller pieces. Then squeeze the juice from those 2 oranges into a separate bowl. Now for the 3rd orange, cut out some of the meaty segments inside. This technique is called supreming, and juice the rest. Now take the segmented oranges, cut them up, and add them to the juice. First, you'll want to put the orange juice in a pan on low heat. Mix in 2 tablespoons of sugar, and let sit for 10 minutes. It is very important not to stir your sauce during this time, but just to let it bubble on its own. While our sauce is reducing, we can start on frying our cheese pancakes. Put some coconut butter or olive oil in a pan and set to a medium-low heat. Once your pan is hot, place them in the pan one at a time to start frying. Let them fry for a few minutes, then flip. You might want to flip them one more time, just in case, but make sure not to burn them. After 10 minutes of our sauce reducing, add a small drop of vanilla extract and the zest from our oranges. If you have some fresh rosemary, it's a wonderful addition to this sauce as well. Unfortunately, we didn't have any. If you're wondering why our sauce looks so brown, it's just because of the coconut sugar. If you use regular sugar, it's a bright orange color. Now we're ready to plate. We use strawberries and blueberries and our orange zest for garnish. Bananas and fresh oranges are a favorite of ours as well. Delicious and healthy. If you make this recipe, share in the comments what you used for toppings. We'd love to hear your take on this dish. Here they are. Okay, for our smoothie, we're going to need 1 banana, some frozen berries, kefir, 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, 4 tablespoons of oats, 1 tablespoon of protein smoothie mix, and 1 teaspoon of honey. Now, let's put everything in the blender. The banana is a perfect source of fiber, potassium, vitamin B, and antioxidants. And as for the protein mix, you can skip this step if you don't have it. We just like to load up our smoothies with as many nutrients as possible. I used approximately 2 cups of kefir in this smoothie, but it's completely up to you how much you'd like to add. The more kefir you add, the thicker your smoothie will be. For those who don't know, kefir is great for your digestion. It's a high source of calcium, protein, B vitamins, and contains up to 61 different microorganisms, making it a great source for probiotics. Once blended, our smoothie is ready. If you used fresh berries instead of frozen, put a couple of ice cubes in the blender to make it nice and cold. And enjoy! Alright, in this example, our main goal is to show you how to make poached eggs. And to complement our poached eggs, we made a quick and delicious salad. You can use whatever ingredients you have in the fridge. For our salad, we used cherry tomatoes, iceberg lettuce, cucumbers, the onion we had left over from our avocado toast, and red bell pepper. For the poached egg, you'll need a small pot of boiling water. Once your water is boiling, use a spoon to stir the water into a vortex and crack your egg in the middle. If your egg is not in a perfect round shape, you can try manipulate it with a spoon before it sets. Cook for 3 minutes, then put the egg on a paper towel to soak up all the excess water, and there you have it. Now put some salad on the plate, drizzle a bit of olive oil over the top, salt and pepper for taste, goat cheese, and some chia seeds for an added bit of healthy texture. I also added some avocado on the plate. Unfortunately, we were just too hungry and didn't manage to get a shot of how perfectly runny the inside of the eggs were. But trust me, they look great.
If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. It will make us super happy. And if you try any of those recipes, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy your breakfast.